gorgeous parents, welcome back to my channel, The Visionary Parent, Empowering Parent-Child Relationships. So today I have a very intense topic to discuss, because this is a topic which most of us are suffering from, most of us have to deal with every single day, right? So this topic is how to deal with toxic people in our life, right? How to deal with these toxic people if they are some of your family members, right? So I am going to give you some tips. I'm going to give you some understanding, and we are going to go deep into why exactly these people are toxic, right? So I'm just going to go like without any PPT, without any structure. I have actually all of my notes right here with me, and I'm going to share all of that with you all. Now, many of you from my community are also suffering from this particular issue, where your mother-in-law is speaking something negative about you. They're always bickering about you. They're always complaining to you how you are not good enough, how you are not doing enough for your child, for your family members. So today we are going to go into deep into why exactly these things are happening around us, and what can we exactly do to help ourselves have that calmness in ourselves, whatever be the situation around us, right? So the number one thing that I want you all to understand is, whatever or whoever comes into our life, whoever it may be, whether it's a living thing, whether it's a non-living thing, whether it's a human being or an animal, or anybody who you touch lives with or who you interact with, they have come in your life to teach you a lesson, to teach you something which you never knew, to teach you something that you were never aware of, to teach you to go deep within and to understand about yourself, to give you that understanding about yourself. Okay, so that is the number one thing that I would like to share, is that every person is coming into your life to teach you a lesson. Once that lesson is learned, right, either that person will go away from your life, or their toxicity will stop bothering you, right? So now you might have experienced this, that one person comes into your life, they behave in a very different manner, they treat you very ill, they are not very good listeners, they always blame you for things, and you tend to go away from that person goes away from your life. But the next person who comes into your life, they are the exact replica of the first person, and they are doing the exact things that the first person was doing. And then again you go away from that second person, and then there's a third person who does exactly the same thing that the first two people have done with you. Now this is a pattern. You need to recognize this pattern, that this is a pattern that you are stuck with, because there was some lesson, something that you needed to learn from the first person that you did not, which which caused the other person to come into your life, and the same lessons, same problems occurred even with the third person. So every time you have this toxicity, every time you feel that, you know what, why is it happening with me? Why is always why are people like these coming into my life? Why are these people so mean to me all the time? They are not actually mean to you. They are here. They don't even know what their purpose is in your life, but they are there to teach you a lesson. Lessons learned, patterns dissolved. Once you learn that lesson, that pattern will never ever repeat in your life. I have myself experienced so many times. I'll just give you, not as a person, I always had this belief that whoever comes into my life, they are there to enrich my life. And that's what I have been experiencing throughout my life. Because I believed that whoever comes into my life, they are there to truly help me grow. And that's the reason I get people who are truly, truly helpful and, truly blessed to have all of them. But I have had experiences which told me that, you know what, I need to learn a lesson from this particular situation. The situations that were created in my life, they were such that they were, telling me a pattern. They were telling me that, you know what, this is a pattern that I'm following. Like earlier, I was never detail oriented. There was no attention to detail in my life. So I would make a lot of mistakes during my job journey or during anything I would do. But once I started paying little by little, when I started paying attention to detail, that's when these lessons, these situations stopped occurring. And the moment I feel, or the moment I let go of that attention to detail, again that lesson comes back to me that you need to pay attention to detail. Right? So these are the minute lessons that we all need to learn from people, from situations. So always understand that people come in your life to teach you a lesson. Right? And also we need to understand that every person on this planet is on their own journey. They are being toxic to us because that's how they have been treated in their own life. They have been treated like hell. They have been treated like rudely, and that's the reason. That's what they do. That's what they know. That's what they know. That's how they know to react. Right? And that is the reason they are on their own journey. They are nobody to be, like, we are no one to blame them for, treating us poorly or treating us badly. Yes, I know it hurts. We take it personally that how dare that person talks to me so negatively, how dare that person talks to me like this. But trust me, they are on their own journey and they are doing it not to get back at you. They are doing it because that's the only way they know to react. That's the only way they know how to react or how to get back at some other person. Rather than being kind, rather than being positive, they know how to react negatively. That's how they have been seeing that. That's how they have been treated as well. Right? So now they are toxic because they received only toxicity in their life. Like I said, they have also been treated like hell, and that's the reason they are just passing it on. They are just doing it because they have seen the same thing in their lives. Right? And if you are getting into that toxicity, if you are a person who is getting into that toxicity, who's getting into that drama that they're creating for themselves, if we are getting sucked into that drama, even we will become that person. Now, you might not realize this, but you have already started becoming toxic to other people in your life. If your mother-in-law is being toxic to you, you might have become toxic to your son, to your child, to your husband, to your family members, to your relatives, to your friends. You might have started already becoming toxic because you gave in to the drama that your mother-in-law created. You gave in to that drama that your father-in-law created. You gave in to that drama that whoever is creating into your life. Because you became drama focused, not goal focused. That's why we need to become goal focused rather than drama focused. Whenever there is a situation around you where you feel that, you know what, you're getting sucked into this drama, just separate yourself from that situation. Just separate yourself from that situation. Go away, maybe take a break, take a long walk. Think about what things truly matter to you. Think about things that truly, you are grateful for. Maybe you can start writing gratitude exercise, or you can just say that I'm so thankful that I did not react in this situation. Just thank yourself for not giving into their drama. Right? You can do n number of things rather than getting sucked into that drama. Trust me, if you are getting sucked into that drama, you have become that person of toxicity. Because we become the average of top 5 people we spend most time with. So if you are getting sucked into the drama, whoever of the person whoever is creating that, you are probably as good, as toxic as the other person. Now, this might be hard to digest, but that has become your reality. But today, if you're realizing this, get back, become goal focused. Now, I'm going to share a lot of value nuggets with you all so that it will help you to focus on your goal rather than focusing on the drama that's being created, right? If you do tit for tat, always remember you are no different than that person. If you are doing that, this person treated me badly or wrongly, this person has wronged me, I will wrong this person. I will treat him like hell. If this person is treating me like this, I will also treat him like that. You are no different than that person. You are equal to that person. Trust me, you are equal to that person. Because if you were not a person of, a tit for tat person, you would have not got sucked into that drama. Just remind this to yourself. This is not my monkey, not my circus. I don't need to get into this drama. Even if these people, whoever, like your mother-in-law, father-in-law, whoever is being toxic to you, your parents, they might be your friends, whoever is it. If they are being toxic to you, you just need to remind yourself that this is not my monkey, not my drama, or not my circus. Just go away from that situation, whatever is occurring, whatever. If someone is just talking negative about you, just tell them, I am not appreciating this. I'm just going to leave the room. You can speak behind my back, whatever you want to speak. I don't want to accept this. I don't want to be in this position to listen to whatever you're saying about me. Just go away from that room. Excuse me, this is not acceptable. I need to leave this room. That's it. You don't have to get sucked into that drama. Right? Always remember, hurt people hurt people. Whatever is within any person, only that will come out. Now, let me give you an analogy. If I ask you to remove a lemon juice from a lemon, do you think there will ever be watermelon juice coming out of that lemon? No, right? No. Because lemon can only give lemon juice. So whatever is there within your heart, that is only going to come out. So about these toxic people, because they are hurt from within, because there is only and only hurt in their heart, they are hurting people. So always remember this, always remind this to yourself, hurt people hurt people. Become goal focused. Start writing your goals. What is it that truly matters to you? So many people have given up on their dreams, given up on their desires, given up on their ambitions only and only because you feel that your family members will judge you. You feel that your family members will call you selfish. You feel लोग क्या सोचेंगे, लोग क्या सोचेंगे अगर मैंने ये किया, लोग क्या सोचेंगे मैं अगर मैंने ये किया. When I started with my parenting journey, I literally had to invest within 1 month. Within 3 months, I was supposed to invest 3 lakhs. It is not a very easy moment to be in. And I had to ask money from my husband because I did not have it. So at that time, so many around me told me, what is there to learn about parenting? What is there to learn about this, whatever you're doing? Why is it required? You focus on your family, Why are you doing all this? So always remember, be selfish to be selfless. Of course, in the start, people will think you are selfish. People will think that you are thinking about yourself. But eventually they will realize that you're doing, that you're learning Not because of you, not just for you, but for the entire family. You're learning, you're growing with your entire family. So always be goal focused. What is it that truly matters to you? Write it down. What is it that truly matters to you? Your children, your family, your career. What is it that truly matters to you? If you want to do something out of to create a business or do something out of your own, start writing those ideas, start writing your goals. 95% people are not writing their goals. What are the goals that they truly want to be achieved? Rather than that, what we do, इसने ये बोल दिया, मैं बस ट्रिगर हो गया, बस मेरा लाइफ खत्म हो गया. We are depending on someone else for our happiness. Trust me, there is no savior. There's nobody is coming to save you. Until and unless you realize that you are your own most valuable asset. Nobody is your own most valuable asset. Not your spouse, not your children, not your in-laws, not even your parents. You are your most valuable asset. It is your moral responsibility to keep yourself happy, to keep yourself satisfied. If you're learning something right now, write down in the chat box, loving to learn this. I'm loving it. Write this down, I'm loving it. Because I know that I'm hammering it to you, because I know for a fact that you have a lot of potential which you are not unleashing. The only reason is you're blaming those toxic people in your life, and you've just got a hold of that, and that's it. You're not taking any actions because you feel that what will I do? What will I do? These people are so toxic in my life, right? You know what? If you are complaining about people who bicker to you, who are talking negative about you, guess what you're doing? You are also complaining. So you have become that person. If they are complaining about you, you are also complaining about them, right? So you need to stop complaining. Understand that they are on their own journey. You don't need to get into that drama. Understanding that getting into the toxic behaviors is never going to help you. Never going to help you. Yes, you need to keep away from such people. Like if they are family members, of course, you cannot completely ignore them, but at least have the lowest conversations, less conversations with them to avoid that drama. And surround yourself with people who truly are making a difference in people's lives. Surround with those people who inspire your energy and not expire your energy. Because don't go with this fact that, I want to stay away from these people because these people are very negative, very, very bad people. No, don't go with this thoughts and these feelings that, these people are bad and that's why I don't want to associate with them. Go with the feeling that I need to protect my energy. I need to keep my energy sacred. Because our body, our mind and our soul is a sacred place that our soul lives in. Our body is a sacred place that our soul lives in. Write this down. So do not let it impurify by those toxic people around us. And that's the reason I'm asking you to keep away from these toxic people. Right? And what we, majorly what we do, we focus on what things we don't want in our life. We focus on, meri mother-in-law, she's saying all of this. I don't like what she says. I don't like what to do. I don't know what to do. And we keep on focusing on things that we don't want in our life. And the law of attraction says that your focus, whatever you focus on, expands. So if your focus is on what things that you don't want, you will be getting things that you don't want. So rather than focusing on things that you don't want, start shifting your focus on things that truly you want in your life. Start writing affirmations. Start telling yourself these affirmations. Now, if you are a part of my community, start with Manifest Your Dream Life Challenge. That will help you shift your energy from negative to positive. That will help you immensely to be goal focused rather than being drama focused. Right? Always remember that whatever the other person is saying, they're not saying it to you. Never take it personally. They are saying it to themselves because they deep within they hate themselves. Deep within they hate themselves, and that is the reason hate breeds hate. Because there is only hate within, there is hate outside. Because your inner world creates your outer world. If your inner world is telling you that I don't like you, who is this person? Who is this Apurva? I don't like this Apurva. I don't like to be in this body. I don't like to be in this mind and soul. I don't like to be in this particular situation. If there's only hate and hurt in my body, in my heart, only hate and hurt is going to come out. Only hate and hurt is going to come out. So even you need to reflect on this. Is there only hate and hurt within you? Or is there love? If there is love, try to find that love. Don't just give in to that hate and hurt. Try to remove, try to cleanse that hate and hurt. Try to remind yourself they would have done better if they would have known better. Hurt people, hurt people. Remind these sentences to yourself so that you are purifying yourself from the hate and the hurt. And operate from love and compassion. The moment you start operating from love and compassion, you will see, notice or observe the shifts happening in your life. The reason that we are getting these toxic people is that because we have become toxic in our life. We have become toxic from within. And that's the reason our inner world is creating the outer world. Our inner world is so toxic. Our inner world is so degrading. All the time you might be having this inner chatter, inner voice. Apurva, you're not good enough. You're not doing enough. You're not good. Your body doesn't look good. This is not good. That is not good. You're not doing enough. This and that. So much of degradation is happening in our self. So much of blame game is happening. I'm blaming myself. I'm blaming others. We need to stop doing that. We need to start operating from love. And these toxic people, if you think and observe these people, they have gone through the most troublesome period in their life. And that's the reason they are toxic. Because they have always been told since the childhood that you're not good enough, you're not a good person, you're not this, you're not that. And that is what reflects in their personality. That is what they do. That is what they do with others. Because deep within there is only and only insecurity, hatred, hurt. There's no love and compassion left for them, for themselves. We need to start building that love and compassion for these people. Even if it's not possible outwardly, if it's not possible for you to express that, inward, just start telling yourself, you know what? This person might be going through some difficult times, that might have gone through some difficult times, and that's the reason that person is acting like this. So let me just have this thought that, I'm willing to forgive this person. Even if you're not able to, you start the process. Just close your eyes, just bring them in your mind's eye, and just tell that, you know what, I'm willing to forgive this person. Just try with this. Just start with this. I'm willing to forgive this person because they have not grown. They have not learned the life skills that we are learning right now here. Whatever in the community I teach are the life skills that are so important. And the education system does not teach us that. The education system does not teach us the life skills that are required to survive and to thrive in our life. Start saying this to yourself, that I'm willing to forgive this person. I know that the person has wronged me, but I'm willing to forgive this person. You know, I'd like to share one example, one personal experience with you all. There was one person, one lady. Um, uh, I went to her place to stay. I went to her, like she invited me to stay, and I had helped her with inner child healing, and I was helping her. I was her coach, and since I had to travel to her, to wherever she was living, I stayed with her for one night. And the next week, when I came back and 1 week passed on, that lady, she called me that, you know what, my gold chain is missing. And she actually indirectly told me that if you have it, just give it back to me, right? And I have this core value of mine, that I cannot even think of stealing from someone, because I know that where my values are. And this person constantly kept on telling me that if you have it, please just give it back. I can understand that person's situation. I did understand. But during that whole 1 month, I was just doing the forgiveness, not for her, but I was doing the forgiveness for myself. So that the blame that was coming onto me, that should just go off. That's why I was praying to God that let her find her gold necklace. But in a month, she could not find that gold necklace, gold chain. And after 1 month exactly, she again messaged me that if you have it, please, please give it to me. I really need it. That was the moment I completely shattered. I felt that if any person can think so low of me, like I am what? I am a thief. I literally cried that day. I literally, prayed to God that, God, you know me. You know what my character is. How can you let this happen? How did you let this happen? And throughout the night, I just kept on thinking, why is this happening with me? Why is this happening with me? And then I sat for meditation. I did my meditation, and I just was thinking, what is that one lesson that has come in my life to teach me? And within a moment, I realized that till now I have been doing the forgiveness for myself, so that the blame is off me and she gets her necklace. But I did not think it in her perspective. I did not think what she might be going through. That she has lost the only necklace, the only asset that she has. She had lost everything. She was a divorcee and she had lost everything in her battle with her husband. But that was the only thing that she had gifted to herself. So when I shifted my energy from doing forgiveness just for me, I did the forgiveness for her. I literally pray to God that, God, please give her that gold chain because she deserves it. If it's for her, let her, get that gold chain. I wrote her a long message that, you know what, focus on working on yourself, focus on healing yourself. If that gold chain is meant for you, it will come back to you. If it is yours, it will come back to you. And I wrote her a long message. I told her, I'm not the person who has taken your gold chain. The next day, I wrote her this message at 1:30 in the night. Next day, 10 o'clock in the morning, she receives her gold chain. Next day, 10 o'clock, she receives her gold chain and she messages me that, you know what, I've got my gold chain back. I literally had goosebumps that day. Why did she not get that entire month? She did not get that gold chain when I was continuously doing that forgiveness exercise for her. I was literally forgiving her. I was literally telling myself that, you know what, I'm willing to forgive her. Let her get that gold chain back. But the moment I shifted my energy from myself to her, what she might be going through, and I truly, truly prayed for her, that's when she got her gold chain back. Isn't that phenomenal? Isn't that magical? That's the power of forgiveness. That's the power of forgiveness, and that's the reason I keep on teaching, even in my community, I keep on teaching, do forgiveness for people who have wronged you. Because you never know what kind of doors will open up for you. What kind of abundance will open up for you once you truly, truly do the forgiveness. Now, if you're a part of my community, do the anger management for parents that I have. The first exercise that I make you do is forgiveness. And people have found some amazing, amazing results. You'll find it in that module. Trust me. Once you start doing your forgiveness, things will start to fall into its place. It's because of the fact that we hold that grudge, we hold that hurt, we hold that hatred towards that toxic person. That's the reason there's only hate and hurt within us. That's the only thing that is exhibiting outside. You feel that you're blaming others because that person is wrong. You are you are feeling threatened, or you are feeling that that person is wrong, but you are also wrong. You are also doing the same thing that the other person is doing. If this is a bulb on, just give me bulb on in the chat box. Now, I know many of you might be feeling uncomfortable right now. Many of you might be feeling कि यार ये क्या बोल रही है? But that is the reality, and your heart knows it. Your heart knows it. Trust me when I say start doing forgiveness exercise, because they won't be doing it. And they will be doing the same thing that you are doing. And it's like a vicious circle that you'll be going into, until and unless you take a decision of coming out of that vicious circle of blaming others, blaming each other all the time. Until and unless you take a decision of coming out of that vicious circle, nothing is getting improved. Trust me, write this down. Nothing is getting improved. You will be stuck in that vicious energy for the rest of your life. That's the reality. Trust me when I say that's the reality, because I was myself stuck in that energy. I was also blaming others. I was also bickering about others all the time, till the moment I decided to take responsibility of my own life. I am responsible for whatever happiness I need to create for myself. I started telling me I deserve better from my own self. Not from my husband, not from my mother-in-law, not my father-in-law, not from my parents, not from my sister, but from my own self. I deserve better from my own self. I need to really take responsibility of my own self. I need to do things for my own self. We keep on depending on others for our happiness. We keep on depending. सुबह सुबह उठ के we pray, यार मेरी mother-in-law का mood अच्छा हो ताकि मेरा दिन अच्छा निकले. How many of you are doing this right now? Every single morning you get up, I hope this person is in the right state of mind, otherwise my day will be ruined. Why? Why have you given that power to someone else? Why have you given that power of dictating your energy to someone else? Get that power back. Tell yourself, I have the power to shape my future. I have the power to shape my future, and I lovingly take my energy back, take my power back. I lovingly take my power back.